Joining us now to discuss some of the key races in New Jersey, Dr. Guillermo de Veyga. He is Vice President for Strategic Initiatives at the University of William Patterson. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
Anything in particular in New Jersey? What do we need to look out for, other than all of these open seats?
Sure. I mean, right now, the 7th district is the most competitive race of all. This is a particular race that Malinowski won. He's a two-time incumbent. And right now, it should swing to Tom Kane Jr. The way the redistricting was done, this particular race and this particular seat was kind of offered as a sacrifice, quote unquote, to make sure that all the other seats were shored up for the Democratic candidates. So right now, Malinowski is in real trouble. There are 19,000 more registered Republicans in that particular district than Democrats.
Thanks to redistricting. That wasn't the case before.
That's correct.
And the implications nationwide, pretty clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly losing a seat. I don't want to make too much out of this. I don't think this is a bellwether type situation. I mean, it's really circumstantial, right? This particular redistricting has cost this seat to the Democrats, who were willing to give it up. So I don't want to say that because they lose this one and by how much they lose it, it has to do with how it's going to impact the entire House as a whole, or what that might mean into a red wave or not. But I do think that losing a seat when all they need is 5 is going to have implications, right?
Absolutely.
Every seat counts.
And you look at the big picture. I mean, it's not unexpected for the Democrats to lose. You know, George Bush talked about it in his second term, George W. Bush, about how they took a thumping, right? And that's what's expected usually with an incoming president, with a first term, you know.
That's right, and that's convenient because when it came to George W. Bush, he was the only president in the last number of years who in his first midterms actually won seats. But when you look back to President Clinton, President Obama, President Trump, their first midterms, they lost an incredible amount of seats in the House, you know, anywhere between 40 to 60, right, when you look at the last 3. So it's expected that the Democrats would actually lose votes here and lose seats here, sorry, because you're seeing what's called the presidential penalty or the lack of the coattail effect. People are either coming out to vote against a president, they're looking at the state of the country and they're saying, I'm voting against the economy, the way it's going, against the actual high inflation that we have. And they're saying, Democrats have, you know, the presidency, they have the House, they have the Senate, we need to check this. Or basically they had a candidate that they liked in the president or they were voting against the previous president. Now what they're basically saying to themselves is, I don't need to come out and vote. So there's apathy.
Yeah,
so there's no one to carry those tickets.
Well, the night is still young, so we'll watch those numbers come in as we progress through the evening here. Dr. de Veyga, thank you.
All right.